Okay, what we want to do, let's think through what we're going to say for this announcement so that people get all the important stuff they got. What's things we need to cover here? Pull in close, guys,
All right,
so
so
we're not off camera. So.
We're going to do the indoor service this week. What time is that going to start?
The indoor service will start at 10:30.
10:30. All right, so when I get here, what do I need to do? Like, what's going to be happening? What's going to be different? What should be my expectation when I get here?
Well, one of the different things is we will ask you to come in and walk through one of the doors back here, not stop and chat with people and so forth. Come right in. Somebody will be there to stop you. We have communion, so they'll ask you how much you need. Do you need 1, 2, 3 sets of elements? They're all sealed.
Okay.
They'll have gloves on and a mask, and they'll
Right.
hand you your element.
So do I just come in and sit anywhere I want, or what?
Well, no, probably not. We'll have seats. If you see back here, there's some places that have been marked off with tape.
Okay.
So where it's marked off with tape, you can't sit in those pews.
Okay.
We'll ask that you use some discretion. If you're just a couple, please don't try to sit in one of the long pews. Find something that's a little bit shorter and sit on the ends of those pews.
So there's going to be someone to give us, kind of guide us through
Yes.
that, right? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Good. I know, because that's a question a lot of people are asking.
Of course, before we get to 10:30, we're going to have 2 outdoor services.
Right.
What time? There's going to be one is going to be at 8 o'clock
8 o'clock.
at Pioneer, and that's not just for people but going to Pioneer. If you've been coming to 8 o'clock here, we'd just love it if you'd go on down to Pioneer. It'd be cooler, and it also, crowds attract crowds, and it'd help us in our outreach in that area. So if that's something you're open to, just join us down there. It's the same service, and you'll experience the same thing. But of course, then we do have 9:15 here.
And if, by the way, since we're having communion, if you want to bring your own communion, you can, or we will have the sealed communion available. Again, somebody with a mask and with gloves will hand it to you.
Do we have to wear masks this Sunday? Is that required or anything?
No, I think if it makes you more comfortable, certainly wear your mask. I would suggest to people that it's good to wear your mask, maybe not for you, but for other people's comfort until you get to where you're seated, and then you can take it off.
Okay.
Again, it's optional, but we're recommending it just for other people's comfort.
I know I'm going to wear a mask into the building, or at least if I have presence of mind to have it on me when time comes. But I'm going to take it off when we sing. I cannot sing with the mask on. I just can't do it. And I'm going to take it off when I preach or speak. So.
Well, and I think
but
because
in between.
once we're in here and we're seated, obviously everybody's already socially distanced, and so taking the masks off for comfort and that makes sense.
Okay.
It's like you see people driving along with a mask on. I've not figured out why, if you're all by yourself in your car, why you need a mask on, but
And people tell me I look better when I wear a mask.
We all thought that.
especially in the bank. Yeah.
So we've got, the point is, we hope you're going to join us for worship. We're coming back to worship both either inside or outside. One of those two, we hope you'll be back. Hope of our church family is going to be back in Mass. We're looking forward to a good time together. Some of you ought to be in the parking lot. There are still dangers. Everybody's got to make these judgments. We're going to make it as safe as we can in here, but if you're in high risk, maybe the parking's still the thing for you.
Is it still going to be available online?
We're
And it
live,
will be-
yes.
Yeah, go
we're
ahead.
live streaming the 10:30 service, so we won't have anything live until 10:30 this week.
Well, and if you're coming to the 10:30 service, we will ask you to park in the south parking lot.
Okay.
Because obviously we have another service, the outside one that's already going, and so we don't want you to get in that mix.
Well, not only are we going to have worship on Sunday morning, we also have some small groups that are going to be available. At 9 o'clock Sunday morning in the fellowship hall, we've got a small group that's going to be meeting that you're more than welcome to join. We have a small group that's going to be meeting at 5 p.m. in the fellowship hall that folks are welcome to join. And we also have a Wednesday night Bible study that's going to be going on in the fellowship hall at 6 o'clock. So we do have a few options for folks who are looking to come and join with other people in smaller groups.
Pat, you probably got
Absolutely.
something to say.
Last Sunday when the rain brought us inside, it was great to hear children's voices and babies crying. It was wonderful to hear the sound in the worship center. And if you're coming to the indoor service, we are going to be broadcasting it into Awana Auditorium. So any families that would like to watch the service in there, you're more than welcome to. And just also within the worship center, just practicing the distancing that we're already doing, and be sensitive to everyone. But we children are more than welcome in the worship service.
We don't mind the wiggles, and we know children are children, that's okay. That's okay.
How does someone get plugged into one of those groups if they were interested in meeting in a small group virtually?
Yeah, probably the easiest and quickest way would be to email me at Tyler, Tyler, at vero.church, and I'd be happy to connect you with one of those groups.
How about what's happening with students?
Yeah, I was
We've
just
got a
going
lot
to
of
say,
things
can I
going
talk
on.
about students a little bit? And some of the stuff we're doing with students, in fact, the first thing is not just going to be students, it's going to be students meeting with adults working side by side. And we're planning for right now what we're calling Mission Vero. We've got another name, a couple names out there, but basically what we're doing is we're looking for some projects, and we have one family who has a number of projects that we could do at their home to bless them and be a blessing to the community, and also be a light for the gospel in that neighborhood and beyond. So this is about serving. This is about looking for opportunities to share Jesus. And if you know of anyone that has a project that our church can accomplish, it could be a fairly big project. We're looking to meet on the week of June 15th through the 19th. And Camp Anderson, we've played around with the week a number of times, and basically we've camped out on now June 29th to July 3rd. I've been in touch with the leadership there. They're going to be taking people's temperature when they arrive. They're taking their workers' temperature multiple times a day. And if your student or one of their friends, or if you know someone in your neighborhood or whatever that would be blessed by going to a Christian camp where they're going to hear the gospel and they're going to enjoy, the outdoors and a lot of activities. We also have on the table a possibility of going back to Walterboro, South Carolina, for a trip there, putting a roof on a church that's being converted to a homeless shelter. And there's a number of churches that are going to go there that week. That's July 19th to the 25th. And by the way, youth are going to meet in the Awana Auditorium next Wednesday, and we're going to be socially distanced. But I know a lot of our young people are excited to start meeting together and getting back in a real face-to-face.
There's going to be a lot more information coming, but over the summer we're getting a lot of things ready for the name of it again, but we're calling it's going to be Summer Faith and Fitness Challenge. The Summer Faith and Fitness Challenge.
You left out the Fandango.
No,
It just didn't
we
I
make
had
it in
worked
there.
on that Fandango
Okay.
today, and he said, no way.
But basically we're providing an outline for families, for individuals to have rigorous time of Bible study and prayer at home, and also just some rigorous physical training and a lot of fun as well. We're building a 40-yard dash course and a 200-yard dash, as well as a shuttle run and some other things to work on and measure.
That's for the senior adults. What are you doing for the kids?
Okay, and the kids will
Oh,
really get
okay.
will really get it going. But to where we can really help train physical and moral courage in our young people and old people alike.
Okay. All right, that was a good practice. You want to do it? No, that's good enough. We'll go with that. Thank you, guys. Appreciate you listening.